what's going on, guys? This is Justin Wolf from Wolf Customs. Down at the river today because I have got a new item in that I've been dying to try out, and that is the canteen set that Dave Canterbury and the Canteen Shop offer. This is one of those things that I know I dang sure don't need, but you know, every once in a while we've got to spend a little money on ourselves in the sake of just having fun, right? So it's exactly what I've done. I have not used this kit yet. This is the very first time that I'm going to use it, and I wanted to bring you guys along with me. It's not necessarily a review, it's just to give my honest opinion of it. And I mean, what better way to give an honest opinion on something is to use it for the first time, right? I have packed this thing up. Comes with a lot of goodies and everything else, and I'm going to show you kind of what's in it. But I've also added extra goodies in it because it can very easily become a day kit or a 5C pack. I mean, very, very easy. The only thing that I do not have in this right now is cover. But I mean, obviously I could throw a drum liner in there very easily. No problem at all. I do have my Mora Black on the side for my cutting tool, as well as a Baco Laplander saw. But yeah, let's go ahead and open this thing up right quick. I'll show you what I've got, and we're going to go see if we can tuck ourselves away from this wind and get a fire going with using the things that came with this kit, and have some lunch. So let me open this thing up. I'll be honest with you, when I first saw this item and I seen that it was, you know, dang near $100, I was like, man, that's a lot of money for a canteen set. But, you know, the more I got to looking at it, the more I thought, you know, that may not be that bad. So let's see here. You first open this up. Number one, okay, this molly pouch is actually very well built. I mean, this thing is super nice. I mean, super nice. So you're getting a fantastic bag right out of the gate. But when you open it up, let's go into this small pocket here. Comes with one of these ferro rod strikers, and I've got another one of these. This one has not been used yet because it came with the kit, and I've been happy with it. Some people have had a problem with this flying out. I personally have not. I actually took the one that I had and tried to yank this out so I could epoxy it back in, and I couldn't get it to come out. I'll probably do the exact same thing with this. But when you open this back cap up, it comes with some mini infernos stuffed inside there. I stuffed some Cliff bars in there as well as some paracord, because like I said, you can turn this into a 5C kit very easily. Still haven't quite figured out what this thing's really good for. A buddy of mine, Donnie, sent it to me and told me a few things to try it out with, so that's what I'm going to do. Don't know if I'm going to get a chance to do it today, but we'll give it a shot. Okay, inside this tin here, it came with some can openers, and it also came with the disc mini infernos. Now, I don't necessarily care too much for these things. I mean, I like them in a pinch, and I do make my own, but I'm not really going to go out and buy them. Is what I intend to do after I try this kit out for the first time, is do exactly what I do with my dry tinder bag. I keep a tin like this full of Maya dust, and then I'll also break up some small pieces of fat wood, yay long by yay big around, and stuff in there for my Surefire. But it also came with those, so that's an added bonus. In the main pouch itself, I have a Mountain House stuffed in the top there. And I went ahead and copied my buddy Travis Henry Survive Without went ahead and got myself one of these long titanium spoons. I mean, he rants and raves about it, so thought might as well give it a shot. That did not come with the kit, by the way. It did come with a bail. This is the eating tool that it came with. Titanium Sport. Not too bad. A little flimsy, but not too bad. It'll get the job done. Moving on to the actual canteen itself. Now I do have the bottle set, and I'm here to tell you the bottle set is very nice. The one thing that I do not like about the bottle set is the little stand that it comes with, or it used to come with. That thing is cheap and flimsy, and I just don't like it. This is nice and sturdy. I mean, you can bend it with your hands, but it's still pretty dang sturdy. The cup is pretty nice. Comes with a foldable handle. Seems like it's pretty good and strong. And of course the canteen itself. I mean, this thing is very thick. You're not going to really damage this thing. And then is what I did is I also placed another separate order for a canteen lid for my cup. Sit on there if I want to boil some water. Now I had to bend this thing out just a little bit to get it to actually fit this cup, but it really wasn't that big of a deal. They sell these lids on their website as well, like on the canteen shop, and I think Dave sells them too. But man, they're like 20 some bucks. eBay, $4. But anyway, as you can see, it actually is a pretty dang good solid kit, and you can add a lot of stuff to it yourself and just really beef this thing up. So I'm going to throw this thing together. We're going to head off, collect some water, and see if we can tuck away out of this wind and get a lunch going. You know, the one thing that I'll tell you right now that is a little disappointing with this bag is the fact that I have got this strap fully extended, okay? I'm only 5'11", so I'm not very tall, but I'm not short, you know, I'm pretty much average. 5'11", 190 pounds, okay? It's fully extended. You can see where it's riding. It's riding perfect on me. You get a big guy, okay, 6'3", 6'4", 220 pounds. This thing's gonna sit right up here. So that is definitely that I would like to see made on this bag. Alright, so here's the little spot that I'm cubbied up in. Gonna put my fire lay right down there. Gathered up some appropriate wood. Let me stand up real quick so you can hear the wind difference. Blocks the wind real well, but I cannot have a very big fire. Number one, because of the wind. Number two, look where I'm at. it is a big fire hazard. So we've got to keep this fire very small, very manageable, and very safe. Now, I didn't set this piece of wood up here like that. It actually came like that, and it's laying directly over the top of my fire lay, which is kind of cool because I could actually rig up a hanging system for my bottle and everything else, or my canteen, excuse me, and go that route. But I'm not going to. I'm going to use the stove, shove it down in the coals, and put the canteen on top. And the reason I'm going to do that is because that's what I do 90% of the time. Alright, now, there's absolutely no reason in the world that I need this. There is plenty of dry tinder around to be found and everything else. But I want to use what came with the kit. That way we can actually give you guys a good idea of what you'd be getting if you choose to buy it. So the first thing I'm going to do with one of these mini infernos is we're going to fluff it up. You can use your knife, or you can just use the edge of the scraper that it comes with and sit here and fluff it up like this. You can break it in half. You can go all kinds of different routes. I'm just going to fluff it up like this. Scrape my rod just a little bit, get the black stuff off, and let's go ahead and see if we can get this. As dry as this wood is, I have no doubt that this fire is going to take off just fine. So I'm going ahead and leave you guys for a few minutes, let this fire build up just a little bit, and we'll move on. Now, I've had a little bit of change in plans. I'm going to go ahead and remove my back brace. I don't want that big wood in there right now. No need to have this big fire. I mean, it's still windy. I'm away from the wind a little bit, but still need to be responsible. So we're just going to build up a nice coal bed for the time being. Take our time with this nice small wood, our base layer down in there and everything else. We're going to build up just some nice coals. Not going to worry so much about flame at the moment. Alright, so this thing is nice and small, very controllable. So stick my stove right on top there. Now I can feed sticks in right through the front here if I need to still build it up. And I think I'm also going to go ahead and put a couple larger logs around it. Kind of reflect the heat. Now if this was a big fire, this wouldn't be a problem at all. But on days like today, we have to be responsible. You have to be. It's going to take you a little bit longer to achieve your goal, but you can still achieve it, and you don't burn your forest down. Or in my case, what very little trees I have. Alright, so we're boiling. Last thing I want to do is go sticking my hands in there and grabbing that handle. So I'm actually just going to take this titanium spoon right here. I'm just going to wedge it right in there just like that. And we're just going to pick it straight up off the fire. Move it aside. Something that I have discovered is this handle stays just a little bit warmer than a lot of things do, like the Stanley Cook cup and everything else. It cools off relatively fast. This has actually maintained its heat pretty good, but it's not unbearable at the moment. So I'm just gonna pour a little bit of this water in here and this right here is why Travis always rants and raves about this damn spoon, because it's deep. It gets down in here. I get it. It's completely, it's a complete valid point. And while we wait for that to cool down, we're just going to sit here and relax and enjoy this very small fire. Let it kind of die out. Cover it over nice and good with the sand. Any of these larger pieces of wood that's not left burnt through or anything else, I'll take them down to the river and bury them in the sand right next to the water's edge. Don't want to walk away from your fire on a day like today. Chili Mac. Good stuff. Won't harass you about your spoon anymore, Travis. This thing really is kind of nice. It's down in here deep. Able to pull my cup and everything off the fire with it. Adjust my lid. I get it now, buddy. I get it. Holy crap. I am glad that I ate when I did, because the wind has really picked up. I had to tuck myself behind this driftwood over here just so I could finish this video. Now that I've had an opportunity to use this kit, what are my ultimate thoughts of it? Let's talk about the bad first. You know, the first thing that I noticed about this bag that I didn't even talk about was these clips. They are plastic, and as soon as it gets cold, I am going to bet that those break very easy. I don't like that. Sure, you could replace them, you know, especially if you have a sewing machine or anything like that. You could pop that stitch and replace them and all that fun stuff. But, you know, I mean, $100 is $100. So it would be nice to see a little bit better plastic clips on there. The shoulder strap itself is too short. It's perfect for me, But like I said, I'm 5'11", 190 pounds. I'm not a big giant dude. I'm not a small guy, but I'm not a giant guy neither. You put this on somebody that's 6'3", 220 pounds, and they're not going to find that the straps are long enough for them. The canteen kit itself, pretty dang solid. The only complaint that I had was the fact that that handle held that heat a little bit longer than what I like, but I'm not going to complain about that. I mean, whoop-de-doo, it took it an extra 3 minutes to cool. Big deal. I'll get over it. So I mean, really, if those are my only complaints, aside from the fact it's $100. I mean, let's be real. Is that a lot of money to ask for this kit? When you lay it all out and you see everything that you get, is $100 really a lot of money for this? I don't personally think so, but $100 is $100. I mean, I work very hard for my money, and I am not rich by any stretch of the imagination. So when I drop $100, I want to make sure that I get my money's worth. And I'll be honest with you, I feel like I'm getting my money's worth with this kit. You're going to have people that say, well, you don't need to spend $100 on that. You can get by with this and you can get by with that. Well, sure, you can. Absolutely. By God, the only thing you really need to replace this kit with is a Stanley Cook kit and a Gatorade bottle. That's it. $16, you're on your way. But it's your money. It's my money. I worked for it, you worked for it. You want to spend $100 on a kit? By God, you go and you spend $100 on that kit. Don't let anybody else tell you what you can and cannot spend your money on. The good things about this thing, a lot of good things. Number one, it's a very well built pack aside from the clips. I think it's going to last a good long while. Gives plenty of options. You have a place on the back for a molly system, you know, if you want to attach it to a larger pack or a bag or anything like that. Nice pocket in back, perfect for a Laplander saw, as you can see. Molly attachment points on the sides, the more black, fits on there great. Comes with a lot of really great gear. I mean, who can go wrong with a Mini Inferno when it's raining? You know what I mean? Sure, I personally would like to have some Maya dust and fat wood, but you know what? I live in Kansas, we don't have that stuff native. So, the stuff that I carry with me are things that I've bought from stores or things that people have traded with me. That's how I get my fat wood. So, it's no different than carrying something like this for me. All the other stuff that it comes with, very well built. Couldn't be happier with it. And like I said, the fact that you can take this bag right here, turn it into a complete day bag or a 5Cs kit, it's top notch. So, Dave Canterbury and the Canteen Shop, I personally think they did a great job with this kit. And I am certainly not afraid to express that in any way, shape, or form. So, if you guys are on the fence about this kit, pull the trigger. You'll be happy you did. Add a few items into it, like a knife, a Laplander saw, drum liner for some cover, canteen cup top, long spoon, long titanium spoon. And another thing that I am personally going to add to this kit as soon as I get home is purification tablets. Fire may not be an option when I need it, so I'm going to go home, I'm going to throw some purification tablets in this thing, rock and roll. So, hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and as always, have a good one.